Hey there, in today's video I'm going to do this, the NNormal Tomir Waterproof running shoe. First I'm going to show you some clips of me running around in them, then I'm going to put them on the turntable and go through their specifications, then we're going to review them, and finally I'm going to see if I can recommend them. I'm making this video because I previously made videos of these two on Cloud Venture, the present version and the previous version. These are very well worn through, as you can see, from some running and a lot of walking and generally taking a lot of abuse around the place. When Killian Jornet started the NNormal brand, I was eager to try some of the shoes. It took a long time to get to order these shoes, but they're here and today I'm going to review them. As always, there are chapter markers down below, so you can skip on through to the bits you might be interested in. Let's get going. Firstly, a small bit about Killian Jornet, an unbelievable trail runner. If you haven't seen videos of some of them, I can't watch. I'm so afraid of heights and looking at these videos. They really are. He's a supreme trail runner. He was previously sponsored by Salomon. There's lots of Salomon videos. And then Camper is a Spanish company. I've bought some of their shoes in the past, and he seems to have teamed up with those to set up NNormal. They have two types of shoes. One is a Kierag. I don't know if I've pronounced these at all right, but it's a Kierag, and the other is this Tomir. I would have bought the Kierag if it was available in a waterproof, but it's a lighter, more agile running shoe. The Tomir is a more general purpose shoe, and it's available in the waterproof version, which is what I wanted. To test the shoes, I've been walking and running in a lot of wet weather in Dublin. It's been very wet lately here in mid-October, late October 2023, and yeah, ideal for testing waterproof shoes. And I suppose because winter's coming on was one of the reasons to get the pair. But I've ran on sand, shale, rock, grass and gravel, road, urban paths, all sorts of surfaces to test the shoes. And the clips you'll see interspersed with the text here are taken this morning in the Shelley Banks in Dublin out. One of my favorite spots to run. I bought waterproof shoes specifically to run here, and yeah, always have fun when I do it. A lot of sand, water. Before we review the shoes in depth, let's put them on the turntable and look at the specifications. NNormal say that the Tomir shoe weighs 255 grams, 8.99 ounces in a UK men's size 8. This shoe is a CM30, EU 47 1/3, UK 12, US women's 13.5, US men's 12.5. In this size it weighs in the left shoe 376 grams or 13.26 ounces, and in the right shoe 384 grams, 13.55 ounces. It has a 31mm stack height. It has an 8mm drop. NNormal say this about the Tomir and their Kierag shoes. Tomir is a shoe that is practically perfect for all distances, training, competitions and advanced trail running routes. It is tough and very adaptable to every type of foot. With its design and performance, the Kierag is an ideal shoe for fast runners who prioritize lightness and need a shoe that is reactive and sensitive to the terrain. Tomir, on the other hand, performs at the highest level in all conditions, and the cushioning it provides the runner with is undoubtedly one of its strong points. Let's review the shoe and see if what NNormal says is true. The upper of the shoe is fairly conventional for a waterproof shoe. There is a sort of waterproof area around the base of the shoe. There is a ripstop fabric. There isn't, as again with most of these, what you'd expect in a waterproof shoe, there isn't much ventilation, but the toe box is quite generous and fairly typical upper on the shoe. I say the upper is fairly conventional, but in one sense, the laces pattern isn't, where the actual, most laces patterns, there's a sort of symmetrical layout. My Vaporfly 3s and my Streak Flies curve this way, but actually I really like this lacing pattern. It goes from the center of your foot down towards your big toe. I find it really, it's a really nice fit on my foot. The lacing pattern is fairly straightforward, particularly compared to any of the On shoes or the Cloud Ventures. It's straightforward and across, and the laces are fairly normal flat laces, nothing exceptional there, but I do like the lacing pattern. The tongue is unusual as well in one sense, in that it's very thin, not hugely padded. I like it. There is some padding, but I really like this thin tongue. There is no pass-through for the laces, never something that bothers me. There's a nice split at the top. I really do like that, so it gathers around your foot rather than bunched up. So that I really do like, and yeah, it's quite a comfortable upper when it's on. The heel is also old school. It's reasonably padded, reasonable structure, nothing unusual going on in the heel. Interestingly, there aren't any additional eyelets to lock down the laces, but I didn't find the lockdown in the heel or on the shoe anyway problematic. I found them comfortable, and they fit me and stayed on pretty tightly. The shoe has a liner. Here we are. It says your path, no trace. It's a removable liner. They say on the Keurig that there is no removable liner. The top, the upper, is attached to the outsole, seems to be stitched in, and that saves a certain amount of weight. And again, that is the lighter of the two NNormal running shoes. But yeah, the liner here fits and feels fine. The sole is where the interesting parts of this shoe are in one respect. The midsole is an EVA 50. It's a 31mm stack height and it's an 8mm drop. I found it to be really comfortable out running. We'll come to the running feel in a while, but I suppose the real thing is the outsole. It's a Vibram Mega Grip. There are lots of lugs, 5mm lugs. 33 according to NNormal. I ended up counting them just to see it. Yeah, there's 33 of them here. The sole, they say, is 50% thinner than the previous Vibram, I think, and 30% lighter, but the traction is extraordinary. I put them on and I was out walking on dry pavement, and I could really feel very good grip. And obviously there's great traction with the lugs, but the grip was really good. In the wet, it's really super. I'd struggle to find a shoe. My North Face Vectors have great grip as well. I was trying to compare between the two, but these are up at the top with really great grip. Certainly way better than the On Cloud Ventures. Like most waterproof trail running shoes, it's not a featherweight. It's 376 grams or 13.26 ounces. That makes it lighter than the Cloud Venture and fairly similar to my Nike Invincible. So not a hyper light shoe, but you'd expect that in a waterproof shoe because of the extra waterproofing. Also, as in most of the waterproof shoes, it might be an idea to size up. I couldn't. These are the maximum size they could get. A UK 12, I think it's a US men's 12.5. I'd usually have a US men's 13, but each of the different companies have different conversion sizes, but UK 12. But yeah, typically you could probably size up, though these do fit me pretty well. I like the aesthetics of the shoe. I like the various patterns here. I bought them in black. I typically wouldn't buy something in black, but because I'm going to do a lot of walking, taking these to work a lot, the black seemed to be a better option on the purple. There's a sort of jagged pattern down on the midsole, which I really like. And so yeah, aesthetically, it's kind of a nice looking shoe. It's available in a variety of different colors. So in the waterproof version, it's available in this and what's called purple. And I'm not exactly, but it's called purple. And then there's three really nice looking colors in the non-waterproof versions that I really liked, as well as two of the same colors in the waterproof boot. From a design point of view, one of the things about the applied lines is it's very hard to make them meet up here. They're designed to meet up exactly here. Usually you wouldn't do that because it just makes it harder. You try and make it so that it didn't have to match up exactly, and you'll see why on this shoe. Now this is nerd central stuff, but it doesn't quite meet here. It's very hard when they're getting the fabric to line up. If I bought these in a shop, I would have rejected them because I would prefer them to be lined up. Because I got them online, I won't. What I am going to do is get a little black Sharpie and color in some of these so it's less noticeable. It wouldn't bother almost any of the population, but yeah, it'd bother me. In terms of the running feel, I really like the feel of this shoe. It's softer than my Cloud Ventures. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of walking in them, I don't like a shoe to be too bouncy. So for instance, I wouldn't be walking a lot in Nike's Invincibles. I do like running in those shoes. But these, I think, are really well judged. If they were any softer, then you can feel a lot of the ground coming through. Too hard, you can't feel any. And yeah, I thought that in this shoe, the firmness is very well judged. And certainly in all the walking and the running I've done, I found them very comfortable. I thought sometimes with waterproof shoes, they take a while to bed in, a while to become comfortable. They can be very stiff initially, but yeah, I found these really good straight out of the block. In terms of the grip and traction, these are excellent. Straight out of the box, they're immediately noticeable how secure your foot feels. It's got a Vibram Mega Grip. I've had Vibram shoes before, not as grippy as these, but these are really grippy, and with the 5mm lugs, all 33 of them, they've got great traction. Yeah, see, if you're looking for a shoe for grip or traction, yeah, these come very highly recommended. The use case of these shoes is really trail running in the wet, though I will also be using them for walking. I think some disadvantages of waterproof shoes, you might see it in the shots that I did this morning. I deliberately went out and splashed around. I love doing that. That's one of my favorite runs to do. One of the reasons I bought the shoes. I get great enjoyment doing that. And but sometimes you'll end up with some water splashing over, and it's like water that gets into a boat and can't get out. So sometimes a waterproof shoe isn't ideal. These will be great for walking. I'll be doing a lot of walking these in an urban area where it's splashy and wet and you're on your way to work, and the last thing you want to be sitting in is at work with damp feet all day. The other thing I think these would be great for is running in the snow. Particularly, they've got amazing traction and grip. And yeah, combined with the waterproof, I'd say these would be a great shoe if it snows. In terms of costs, it's €160, $175, £150, 280 Australian dollars. And if you want the boot version, add $10. And if you want the non-waterproof version, take $10 off. I find it to be a good value shoe. It's better value probably on the On Running Cloud Venture. And yeah, I thought the price was well judged for this shoe. Should you buy the NNormal Tomir Waterproof? Well, I'm very pleased that I did. I have a variety of waterproof shoes from On Running. The Cloud Ventures weren't, I was expecting a new version didn't come, so I was hanging around looking for a shoe. This was announced. It took a long time to get, actually. It sort of wasn't always available, and I had to get a reminder. And yeah, but I'm really glad now that winter is coming in, and it's certainly with the water that's been coming down from the skies lately, as well as that from the ground in Dublin. Yeah, I'm really happy. It's a very well judged, well considered shoe. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, it'd be great if you hit the like button. As always, there's lots of stuff in the description below, and I'll happily answer any questions you put into the comments. There'll be a big blue subscribe button popping up there, and some more videos there. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, just keep running along. Problem solved. Thank you, Sharpie.